Can I just tell you that I love gardens that are ordered and beautiful to look at. Probably one of the reasons that I've kind of balked at sticking a dirty great veggie patch in my backyard. I do have herbs by the kitchen, I've got fruit trees down the back, and I've got a gorgeous little chook run. But pretty much everything in my backyard is neat and symmetrical. So today's story pretty much goes against that. It is all about permaculture. Now, permaculture both inspires and worries the aesthetic out of me, but it is a rapidly growing trend, and it's so popular ever since it was invented back in the 1970s by an Australian. This type of garden is often running like the proverbial at the moment, and those choosing to live this lifestyle, and it really is a lifestyle, come from all walks of life, but they all have one huge motivating factor. Charles Ottaway made the change 4 years ago, and now he loves nothing more than to share his passion for permaculture. Tell me about that moment when you thought permaculture is for me.
I think I just thought that it was time to slow down a bit, time to enjoy life a bit, and permaculture is a lot about getting in touch with gardening, nature, and just enjoying what there is around us naturally to enjoy.
What were your first easy steps at permaculture?
Identifying what I already had growing, because a lot of our weeds are edible, and a lot of that we can chop and drop and put on the ground and use as mulch.
Why do you think other people look at permaculture and go, oh?
I think it's had some hang-ups. Permaculture's had some hang-ups because of this sort of hippie subsistence lifestyle. But in its essence, permaculture is a design idea. It's looking at nature, it's looking at how nature's done the intelligent things like grow forests, and us looking at that and trying to grow food forests and veggie gardens using the same sustainable principles. And what makes permaculture so attractive to people? I think more people are taking it up because they want to be responsible for something, they want to be in charge of something, and permaculture is a really empowering thing. So we're doing the gardening, we're growing the food, we're looking after the soil. You're in charge as opposed to, most of the time when we're not these days.
Permaculture is all about trial, trial and trial again. Now, this little beauty behind me here, it's a 4-year-old sweet potato. Now, you normally see them growing on the ground. Charles decided to try something a bit different, and it is just amazing. It provides him with great shade in summer. He can pick these leaves, put them in his salads and his stir-fries, and he can still, down the bottom here, pick up a couple of tubers, dig them out, and he's got this wonderful stacking underneath it. So we've got tomatoes, all sorts of other bits and pieces can still grow underneath it. I love this gardening. In a garden like this, everything works hand in hand. The taller plants provide shelter, even a climbing frame in some cases. The fish pond gets rid of mosquito larvae and also provides a cooling system for the house as the sea breeze kicks in. These chickens eat the scraps and get rid of the weeds. And of course, they give back nutrients. I love Charles's garden. Everything in it has a purpose. It's all interrelated. It really follows that heart of permaculture, which is think global, act local. And you know what? It is a lot more fun gardening in this way. I love it. I actually like this more than my neat garden back home.